you got, Sean?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So, my topic. They're making a movie, a live action Ghost in the Shell with Scarlett Johansson, and there's rumors that this is Paramount. There's rumors that they experimented with post production to make her appear more Asian. Paramount has denied this, but supposedly there's multiple individual sources that are saying that this is a thing. So, let me finish. One, how out of bounds is that? Two, should Scarlett Johansson even be starring in this movie? Three, how do you feel about American companies, or just, I guess, the Americanization of stuff that's traditionally anime?
Trying to make her look Asian, I think, is just pointless. Like, I mean, they already put a lot of white actors in
everything.
Yeah, ethnic roles. So, like, why did they Asianify her? That's just what?
Is this weird for you?
No, this is actually a topic I thought a lot about, like Hollywood whitewashing.
Okay.
And shit. No, it's I don't know why that's overboard for sure. Yeah,
it's almost comically overboard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Do you think it's true, or do you think this is
I
just
wouldn't put
bullshit?
it past them, honestly. Just because it's like an anime specifically, like they probably didn't know what to do with it, and they were just like, "Oh, it's anime. I'll make her Asian, and like we'll make her look more like whatever." I feel like I'm not even mad they use ScarJo. Honestly, I get why people want them to, but it's anime, and like even in anime, like characters are pretty like they're pretty racially ambiguous. I feel like they don't look I mean, like it's from Japan, so you assume they're probably like Japanese characters. But the thing is, like, I mean, like they're talking about Attack on Titan, and how in Attack on Titan, like a lot of the characters were from different like
the characters are very European.
Exactly, and like they are called that, but like in the Japanese version, everyone who played them was Japanese. So it's one of those things where it's kind of like if it's like a historical movie,
then again, though, it was a Japanese produced film, so.
I feel like there's a little bit of leeway to a certain extent. Like Ghost in the Shell, I feel like I'm not that mad that she's white. I mean, it would be cool if she was Asian because it's like in the movie it's pretty much canon that she, or in the I guess anime it's canon that she is. That'd be awesome. But like I'm not as concerned about that as I am about like historical stuff like Hercules, where like he's so very clearly something they just make him white for some reason. Or like they'll have like characters who are historically black, and they'll have some of the bad guys black, but like the good guys white. You know,
there's so many examples,
Exactly. So I get a lot less mad about like an anime thing where it's like it's anime, and like when people watch it, they don't really see like the characters as being. They usually see them. They see themselves in the characters. You know. Like, that's kind of my thing. Like if there was like a black character, I feel like a little bit different because like there's so few in like anime. So like I'd be livid if they made that one black character they made him white. But
there's so few, not so much now, but just there's so few in a lot of animes that aren't stereotypically black.
Exactly, or like, and usually they're usually not even black. They're usually like Indian or South Asian. Yeah, but that's because it's close. Like that's something for them. And like if they are
that is black to them,
they're usually black. Like I know lots of basketball animes have like black characters, and they have like the comical, like I call them like the donut lips, and like they don't mean for it to be offensive.
No, it's just like how they draw black people.
Yeah, and like when they do serious shots, they'll have like regular like.
But I guess you could say it's like how here when we draw Asian people, we draw them with different shaped eyes, whereas in anime they just have
regular eyes,
regular anime eyes.
So I'm not really mad about the whole ScarJo thing. I wish they would have casted a Japanese cast, but also it's like they already have Japanese Ghost in the Shell live action, don't they?
I actually don't know.
On one hand, I understand if it's an American film, it's based on an anime. You know, you cast actors issue. The only thing about it though is like America, we don't really have the excuse of saying, oh well, this is the people that we have here. No, like we're diverse as hell. Like there's actors out there that you can find that, and I'm one of those people. Like one, it's cheaper to hire somebody like a more unknown ethnic actress, but at the same time maybe they're like, we need a big name to sell this movie that we're doing. I don't know. I haven't decided really how I feel about that, but yeah, the post-production, it's like, what's the point of hiring her if you're just going to make her look different? And then two, if you did it, how are you gonna explain that? Like, man, Scarlett Johansson's looking real Asian in this movie. Are you gonna be like, oh, we just used makeup to make her Asian, or no, we just did it in post? Like,
we just did it in post. She has a really bad track record, though. I know she had the same kind of issue with Lucy when she played that character, because like it was based off of like the African fossil that they found or something, and everyone was like,
What?
It's a stretch. It's definitely a stretch, but everyone
Stretch as hell.
It was mad because like they were mad because like the beginning and the end of like humanity started and finished with a blue-eyed, blonde-haired white female. Everyone's like, what the hell?
Oh,
like,
see, I haven't seen that movie, so I guess I can't.
Yeah, like and like that's why people were mad. 'Cause they were just like, it's based off of like African fossil, based off this like thing, and like everything starts and begins like with this white, female protagonist. And everyone's like, okay, like they could have chosen something a little bit more for like humanity, you know.
A lot of those old movies take a lot of flack for it, which they should, but at the same time, you have to think about, like, at that time of American history, who's really going to go watch a movie starring a black lead in Cleopatra in the 1950s or 60s?
Right.
No one's, movie wouldn't get made. Like, let's just be honest with that.
Right.
But now, I mean, we just had multiple movies in the last couple of years come out about Egypt with not just white cast, like British white cast. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with British, but like Scottish guys and Egyptian guy. Like, I haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen what's the one about Moses where Christian Bale is Moses? Moses isn't a black guy, but he's a Hebrew. Like, it's like they didn't even try.
I mean, I honestly think I think the mindset still lasts is still carried over from the 50s, just because, I mean, it's not even necessarily that they're picking a white person for the sake of having like a white person so white people will come see it or something. I think it's more...
Do you think white people will not go see a movie with a more diverse looking cast?
I think they absolutely would.
I think they would.
I think it has to do with the stars, really.
Okay.
I think it's purely based on the stars. A lot of especially the white stars, are kind of the ones that will really pull in a lot of audiences for any movie, any type of movie.
Sure.
So they're like kind of the go-tos that the producers will go to just to say, this will make our blockbuster.
How much of that is self-perpetuating, though? Like, how much of it is like they'll pull in the stars because those are who people are familiar with because they see them all the time versus
bringing in new
other
stars,
ethnicities
right?
that you don't see often?
Exactly. That's a good question. I think the way, looking at it from a Hollywood producer's like, I guess, perspective, I think maybe they just feel it's safer.
Yeah, it's definitely safer. It's definitely the quote unquote safe way to go. But at this point, I do kind of wonder, like, are they not paying attention to the backlash that they're getting? Because those movies have not necessarily done particularly well. I feel like it is starting to affect them a little bit, and I just keep getting surprised every time I see it happen. Like, sometimes when I look at movies that came out in the 90s and stuff like that, I feel like as a society, we've just kind of like taken a step back.
I noticed that. There's a lot of diversity on TV.
What was that movie? Oh, wait, no.
I just remember every commercial I saw in the 90s had like, like it's like I call them like the 90s textbook kids where it's like there's a black kid, an Asian kid, an Indian kid in a wheelchair. And like
it's kid in a wheelchair.
And like it's kind of extreme.
The Burger King kids.
Yeah, it's kind of extreme, but it's like, it was like,
there's a kind of butchy looking girl.
Yeah, at some point we took a step back, and I don't know, I blame the Bush administration. It's probably not true, but that's my blame for everything. And
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I think it could have been with the whole 9/11 thing though, because
Islamophobia has become a major thing.
With 9/11 and like the war on drugs.